guys, sorry for... Hey guys, it's Simone here, and I am going to wait a second. I'm sorry that it's taking a little bit longer. I'm a little bit late because, for whatever reason, my computer decided to glitch out on me. So, we are going to jump right in. So, I'm just going to introduce myself really quickly to you guys for anybody that doesn't know who I am. I am Simone Nelson. I am in your upline. So if you guys are on this page, then you guys are in my company. If you guys have ever looked in the virtual office, or if you guys are familiar with your upline at all, you have Lori, and you have Chelsea, you have Lori, and then I'm above Lori. So I'm right between Shanae and Lori. So if you guys know anything about your lineage of Posh, that's where I am there. So a little bit of background and why I think Lori is asking me to do this, which I'm super excited to do this with you guys. But I have been with Perfectly Posh since December of 2011. Hey Lori. Hey Dawn. Hi Alicia. So I've been with Perfectly Posh since December 2011, and so Posh started October of that year, right? So I have been coming up on 6 years now, and I was a very slow builder. I was somebody that I was just, slow and steady, kind of consistent the whole time. Hey guys, thanks for jumping on. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Feel free to post in the comments. But yeah, so I was kind of a slow builder, and consistency is really key, and I think keeping your business going. Obviously, you guys have probably heard that like a billion times. But the biggest change to my business was when I really, really focused on my YouTube channel, and also focused on proactive team building and kind of getting into the groove and being a little bit more comfortable with my business, okay? So this last Posh year has been my best Posh year yet, okay? And just to give you guys a little bit of heads up, is that this last year I earned the annual award, which is when you earn the monthly award 9 out of 12 months of the Posh year, right? And that was quite the feat for me, because I hadn't actually earned a monthly award until like 18 months ago. Like the first time I earned the monthly award was like 18 months ago. So the fact that I went from, years of not earning the monthly award to all of a sudden getting the annual award actually is kind of amazing. And so for anybody that has kind of seen me around or anything like that, they would stop and ask and be like, well, what happened? Like, you completely, I don't know, reinvented your business. And honestly, the biggest thing that I can say about what my key to success or whatever is getting way more comfortable with my business, being more comfortable with my why, sharing my why, and focusing on the things that I knew would work. YouTube was something that, hey Chelsea, YouTube was something that I had been kind of doing off and on, but I knew how important it was to have a place for people to see the products, to hear you talk about the products, and show your passion, right? So that's why I focused on YouTube, and that's where it really kind of bloomed from there, I suppose. This is where my business really started to pick up. I also learned proactive team building at around roughly the same time. If you guys have ever done a training on that or seen a training on that, I highly recommend that you go back and even just rewatch it if you guys have seen it before. But proactive team building is definitely one of the things that I feel like has also helped propel, I guess, my business. And where proactive team building is where you, we usually talk about how you build your dream team list, and then you go out and ask them. You basically go and ask people, hey, have you ever thought about joining my team? Or, you're on my dream team list. I would love to have you on, I would love to send you more info, that kind of stuff. But having your list or having your why or whatever when you approach somebody has been super, super important because you cannot be sitting still. You can't just expect things to come to you. You really need to ask, especially if you're an introverted person. I find that I tend to attract other introverted people. So for the most part, they're not going to come up to me and ask me for more information, you know. And so if you guys haven't looked at made a dream team list or even asked anybody yet, I highly encourage you guys to make a short list and ask. It really doesn't hurt, and it's a very simple way for you to kind of step outside of your comfort zone a little bit and interact with people, like, you know, approach people that you think would be amazing on your team, people you want to work with. Or it could be, you know, one of your customers that, you know, orders often. You know, don't be afraid to ask them, because it really, you'd be surprised what they might say, okay? For the most part, I feel like if they have bought from Posh more than once, then they probably are familiar with the starter kit, or the fact that there is a starter kit. So maybe they've thought about it, but they don't think that they can do it. And so it's really up to you to give them that little boost and to let them know that they can do it, and that there is, you know, lots of resources, and they don't need to know everything when they get once in order to join in. All right, and then with YouTube, if you guys have not tried YouTube or videos or lives or anything like that, I really, really want to see you guys challenge yourselves and do, even if it's just a recording, because lives can be scary sometimes, even if you just record yourself talking about your favorite product, or a review of another new product, or going over the different kinds of lotions that we have available. Get used to doing videos helps you get used to talking about the products, so that you're more familiar with what's in the products, or what, you know, how you can talk about the products. And it gives you a little bit more muscle memory. So when people ask you about things, you are more familiar with them. So that's actually kind of a bonus, I guess, is that you now have content that you can share with people when they have questions. So if you have a VIP group and you have someone that's like, okay, but what's a body scrub? How do I use a body scrub? Well, now you have a video that you can show them, be like, hey, like, I talk about that in this video, you know, and you can kind of give them that as a way as a stepping stone, to delve into more products, if that makes sense. Sorry, I like kind of tend to blab. If you guys have ever seen any of my videos, I kind of go off. But in doing so, when you have those videos, you now you've practiced, you've gained that experience to talk about the product or whatever it is that you're talking about. You have this catalog now, so that other people can find it. So if you have it on YouTube, it's searchable. They can find it through Google. They can find it when they search on YouTube. And it's also something that you can now share, right? So it's something that you can use over and over and over again. So it's kind of I guess it's a work smarter, not harder kind of thing. It's a way for you to get the biggest bang out of your time spent, which is actually one of the reasons why I started using YouTube, was to get my trainings on there, so that I could refer people to these trainings if I needed to. And then it kind of evolved from there, right? But really, I want you guys to challenge yourselves to do a video or a live if you guys haven't done it yet. And I would love to see your kind of style. What is it that, what about you is like, what makes you different from everybody else, okay? YouTube is not saturated yet. Posh isn't saturated yet. If you think that it is, then, you know, we have lots of statistics to show you. But there is always room for more. There's more room for different personalities, different viewpoints, different styles. If you take a look at all the different leaders in Posh, you can see that everybody has a different style. They have a different way they interact with their teams. They have a different way that they interact with their customers. And when you have your content, whatever content you guys have, when you have it in a public space for people to find, then they're able to now you're in the roster. You're in the running for if they want to join, right? If they want to join, then now you're one of those people that they're taking a look at and trying to see if, you guys are a good match or not, right? If you guys have any questions, just let me know. But yeah, so really in whenever anyone asks me about, I guess, team building and what changed in my business that kind of helped me get to where I guess I am this last year, it really was a lot of YouTube, but I think YouTube, it was a vehicle for me to help me become more comfortable with my business and more comfortable talking about the opportunity, okay? Which is where the proactive team building also comes into play, because now you are proactively asking people to join your team. You are not hiding the fact that you're a part of a direct sales company. You are actually, openly inviting people to your team, letting people know why you want them to be there, and then you're working it more like a business in that way, if that makes any sense, okay? All right, sorry. Okay, I was supposed to be doing this on my computer and then I did not. So, all right, so, okay, so like I said, YouTube is a way for you to step outside your comfort zone. It's a way for people to see you. It's searchable. It's something that you you have documented. This is almost like your Posh resume, if you want to look at it like that. One thing that someone said to me before, so Erin, Queen of Posh, if you guys are not familiar with her. So one thing that Erin said to me that I thought was so absolutely true was that people are basically interviewing us when they're looking through YouTube, the different Posh YouTubers, right? They're interviewing the different leaders, the different YouTube channels, and choosing who they want to be their sponsor. People can't. You are not going to be in the running if you don't have a public space for them to find you. If you don't have like a public Facebook page or anything like that, like any social media where people can find you, then you're not going to be in the running. So if you got to have something out there for them to find you, because it's a big world and people cannot very easily find you if you are always if you're a stay-at-home mom who stays in your closed groups all day, right? And then, right, okay, so then this kind of delves outside of YouTube a little bit, but with that social media or whatever it is that you guys are using for your public presence, I want you guys to show your personality and to be comfortable with, sharing about your Posh life. It doesn't have to be always about graphics. It's about your Posh life. What makes you different? What about Posh stands out to you? What is the most important thing to you about Posh? How does it delve into your life day to day? And then don't be afraid to showcase it, whether it be through, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, anything like that. You want to get comfortable with yourself so that you can show off your personality, show off all these awesome things that you're able to do because of Posh, right? Because like I said, they are, yeah, Lori, they're interviewing us. They want to see the Posh life. The best thing about Posh, and I think, I'm sure you guys all know, is the Posh, the tribe, the Posh, the love of from the love and support of all the consultants, and how, how we can all be brought together by our love of Posh, right? And how supportive we are of one another. But that's something that maybe you probably didn't think about or weren't aware of when you first joined Posh, but then after you joined, you realized there was this whole other community here that you weren't aware of. And it's a big deal, and which is why I would love to see you guys share more of that in your social presence. Let people know about how, I don't know, how much how important the Posh life is to us, and how important it is that Posh allows you to Buy Starbucks without feeling guilty, or you know, anything like that. Whatever it means to you, don't be afraid to share it, okay? Yeah, okay. All right, yeah, sorry. That's pretty much what okay. Blah. If you guys have any questions, let me know. This is my, this is how my videos go. So if you guys are afraid of doing videos, keep in mind that there's really nothing that you need, nothing special that you need to get started. If you're someone that feels like you're not ready and you're never quite ready and you need to prep and you need to practice and you need to do all these things, think again, because what I love about YouTube and the videos and I feel like just the whole thing is that people see you. People can tell how genuine you are. Some people are drawn to certain people, right? So like I said, I'm an introvert, and I feel like a lot of my team are drawn to me because I'm an introvert, because I'm a little bit more, well, I hope that I come off a little bit more down to earth, I guess. But in doing so, I mean, I like that it's easy, and I want everybody to know that what I do is not special, and that you guys can do it as well. And so I do that with my videos where I record from my laptop or from my phone. I don't use any special editing whatsoever. I sometimes have makeup on, I sometimes don't. Sometimes I've brushed my hair, sometimes I haven't. And I don't have a script or anything like that, and I just go off. So sometimes it's kind of crazy, sometimes I have bullet points, sometimes I don't, you know, but it shows people who you are, and it's real. People can tell when you're passionate about something. They know if you're faking. If you are talking about BFF and you're really not a huge fan of BFF, it shows. But if you're talking about, let's say, gender bender, and you are absolutely obsessed and you have a stockpile of it, and everyone in the world knows you're obsessed with gender bender, it shows in your videos, and that passion really shows. So if you guys are like ready to do it and you guys want to give it a try, do it. There's really nothing special that you need to do it. You just need you and to be in a camera, I guess, and internet to upload. But otherwise, it's not difficult. All right. Okay. I don't know. Hopefully it was helpful. Yeah. Like I said, I really think that this last year has just been really big for me, is because I felt definitely more comfortable in my business. Definitely found a groove, which part of that is because of consistency. And I think YouTube was one of the ways that helped me get there, and social media, and like getting more comfortable with taking selfies. Because like I guess I swore I wasn't going to do selfies. I swore I wasn't going to do videos. And then little did I know that just stepping outside your comfort zone, just a little bit, is not the worst thing in the world. And you won't die. You'll be great. And it takes a little bit of practice and just to get used to it. And everyone has a different way of doing things. So there's no wrong way to do things. Do I do videos using product and showing, or just Posh Talk? Alicia, you can take a look at my channel if you want. It's youtube.com/SimonePosh. And I do a mix. So I do product reviews. I do talk about the product. And then I also do trainings and different things like, you know, my favorite, like different ways to sample products, my favorite way to, like use the snarky bar or that kind of thing. So it's kind of a mix of everything. I like to mix it up. I know some people, focus more on trainings, or they focus more on, kind of the posh life, but it really just depends on, what you decide to talk about. Thanks, Lori. Thanks, Shanae. You guys know, it's been hard. It's been hard trying to figure out how to do things and what, you know, the right way, I guess, of doing things. But there really is no right way of doing things. You just do things and you keep on going and you're consistent. And then eventually things will fall into place and things will become more natural. Oh, thanks, Lori. my Instagram is, my Instagram is another one you guys can look at. I will say though, I haven't gotten a whole lot of like solid leads, I guess, from Instagram, but I do know people are looking at it, and I know that people are watching it, so I feel like that's just another way for people to see my posh life, because it's a little bit easier to scroll through the photos of Instagram than it is to go through like my public business page just to learn a little bit more about me, right? Thanks, Dawn. I'm glad it was helpful. Does anyone have any other questions? And if you guys do have questions afterward, obviously I'm in this company page. Feel free to message me, feel free to tag me, or, ask me anything, and I will help you guys out the best I can. Like I said, I am in your upline, so I've kind of been the one that's a little bit more, I don't know. I don't like the spotlight, and it's taken me a while to get to a place where I feel like I'm very comfortable, in my business. So, all right. I don't know if I have any other questions. Yeah, feel free. I can post all of my social media stuff for you guys if you want to see it. One thing that I also did when I first started was my blog. Again, I don't really know how much I've gotten from it, but I know there's traffic to it. And like I said, you need to have some sort of social presence, some sort of public presence. Otherwise, people aren't going to find you. If you don't have a public Facebook page, no one's going to be able to find you. At the very least, I do recommend having a public Facebook page in addition to your closed VIP group. Just because people can't find you. How are people going to be able to find you if they want to learn a little bit more, right? So, all right, I'm going to jump off. If you guys have any questions, like I said, you guys are welcome to reach out. Feel free to comment or tag me or whatever in this company page, and I will do my very, very best to help you guys out. And if you guys do, if any of this info that I shared tonight has kind of inspired you guys a little bit, I would love to see what you guys are doing with it. I would love to see what videos or posts or whatever that you guys are sharing. So yes, you can post questions here and I will check. Yep. All right. So thank you guys for having me. Thanks, Lori, for asking. And I hope you guys all have a really great night. I'm really excited for everything that's to come in Posh, and I hope you guys are so excited. And like I said, there's so much more out there, and I want you guys to just take a step outside your comfort zone a little bit, and think of how you can gain a little bit more of a public presence out there, or to share Posh, even if it's just, if it's asking that one person that's been on your dream team list for how long, right? All right, I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful night.